Imagine waking up early in the morning, seeing your child or a child of someone's, a cousin, a sibling, waking up, throwing up, complaining of pain in the joints, and seeing that they have major weight loss. This is the reality of a child who has pediatric cancer. Now, the cancer is rare, but it is due to DNA mutation that is caused in the body. Now, a cousin of mine has developed cancer at the age of 6. Thus, I am passionate and I have the need to spread awareness around this life-threatening disease. Even though it is rare, no child is immune from developing it, and learning about this disease is essential for everyone. Now, so today, we will discuss the problem of pediatric cancer, the lack of awareness, and just some things we could do here and there to help. So, the biggest problem we're facing is that cancer is unexpected. There's no way you just look at somebody, oh, they have cancer, unless they're going through treatment or it has reached that stage. According to stjude.org, pediatric cancer is rare, like I said before, and St. Jude gets about 5,700 patients each year. That's not a lot compared to how many people there is, in America. And like I said, pediatric cancer is rare, but there's different types. There's lung cancer. It comes in many forms. Lung cancer, stomach cancer, brain cancer. The list goes on and on. Common symptoms can include weight loss, increased swelling and pain in the joints, and constant headaches. By knowing these symptoms can lead to questioning. Cancer can lead us to want to identify it early and get maybe eventually to a cure. Not like other diseases where it could be treated quickly, as in going to a doctor, getting medicine, getting a shot for it, getting something prescribed, maybe even taking ibuprofen can help. But cancer, it's not like that. Cancer is long-term and can be life-threatening. Now, just think of a child being robbed, being diagnosed with cancer. They're thinking, they're sad, they're in disbelief. They're getting robbed from their childhood. They really can't experience their childhood. Then, if they are getting treated, some people experience hair loss and things of that nature. Then, they will experience bullying. Nobody wants to hear a family member or a child experience that. That's the worst thing a child can get through while having cancer. Now, unfortunately, unlike other diseases, cancer is the most rare and most parents are unaware of it, endangering the lives of countless children. Think about it. A child being born, they're taking their child home and, keeping them safe, putting a cover over them in their carrier. They're not thinking of cancer because, like I said, they're not immune to it. But we have to still think about cancer and checking on our child. That fever might not just be a fever, So taking that child to a doctor. But in most cases, parents are unaware, and which are endangering the children in our days. Each year, 10,000 to 12,000 children are diagnosed with cancer, but there is a survival rate of 80%, and that is brought from Boston Research Hospital 2017. Now, pediatricians can diagnose cancer by doing tests, screening, and a biopsy, which is taking cells from a tumor which cancer patients can develop, and they take cells from that tumor and they investigate it under a microscope to see, how the cells are mutating and things of that nature. Now, however, parents are unaware of these symptoms of cancer, which can lead to higher stage and delay of treatment. Like I said before, they're not worried about cancer. So while it's developing, because they're not seeing the signs and the symptoms, there's stages of cancer. If many of you may not know, there's stage 1, there's stage 2, and the higher it gets, the more dangerous it gets. And then, at that point, treatment might not work, and we don't want that. So, the lack of awareness surrounding cancer is really life-threatening. We have to be on it. And so, we don't want that parent to feel the blame because they didn't have the knowledge or they didn't learn the symptoms of cancer, pediatric cancer. So, now that we talk about the problem of cancer and the lack of awareness, we'll discuss some problems here and there where we could help and pitch in. Now, we might not be able to find a cure or detect cancer right away, but we can just help awareness and, maybe lead to earlier diagnosis, but just helping awareness for now. According to American Academy, there are nearly 91,915 practicing pediatricians in America now, but we all know parents are the first line of defense when advocating for their child. So if you're a parent out there, take your child to the pediatrician and ask them what do they know about childhood cancer at their next visit. If they're unfamiliar with the disease or with them symptoms, they can also visit cancer.gov to learn more. Also, we can learn ourselves. Having the knowledge having the knowledge of knowing how to detect symptoms can help a child at one point in our life. I myself, for example, have learned the symptoms and the signs of cancer. I might walk down the street, overhear a conversation, and there, boom. I can just tell them, hey, we take your child to the doctor. I think that's developing this and that. Anything could be helpful. Also, I think it's also helpful and could raise awareness. It's just by donating to St. Jude's, which furthers their test and maybe one day find a cure. Now, for those with grown children, or like me, with no children, we can still get involved, like I said before, by just donating. Whenever we can, it's not forced. Whenever we can, and $1 goes a long way. St. Jude's at the website, they're getting 50 cents a day, 50 cents just a month. It's whatever you can do. There's no pressure. So, according to Charity Search, charitable giving had a trend in 2017, an estimated $410 billion were given to charities. Now, this means that donating can be easy, but people was in the spirit of giving that year. And it just helps individuals, gives you the feeling of joy knowing you're helping somebody else. Now, additionally, I'm not saying you have to donate. And if you can't donate, I encourage writing letters. You can send pictures, drawing pictures to these children in the hospital, giving them some encouragement, making them feel loved. And by doing that, if you want to do that, there's a link where you can go and you can visit sayjude.com/give. Now, take a moment to think back to the parent taking her child to a doctor because she detected symptoms of cancer. The child was able to get treated, no delay of treatment, and stop the cancer from spreading and causing more damage, resulting in saving that child's life. Now, this is how everyone in the world can help save a child's life just by raising awareness. Today, we talked about lack of awareness surrounding pediatric cancer. In some ways, we can address the problem. The knowledge of knowing these symptoms will give us the ability to save a child's life one day. All I can say is learning and maybe even voluntarily donating can help us all. Remember, the more people know about cancer, the less children are losing their lives to this pediatric cancer. So please, just one day, call your doctor and check up, maybe make a visit. And for us, with no children, we can just learn more. Visit stjudes.com, donate, send pictures, do whatever we can, and that's it.